Hello there, everybody, and welcome to the 1-year anniversary of Grease and Oil. Great, fantastic! That was an amazing start to this.
Hi, hey guys, how's it going? My name is Vinnie Smith, and I make nothing.
I'm MPS, and I make reviews.
He actually does make content, which it's debatable the quality of that content.
Okay.
At least it's content. It's all right.
It's all right.
He makes videos.
Although
they are videos on YouTube. I wouldn't say they stand out, but they're there. They're on the site.
I would 100% agree with you. They don't stand out.
They are there.
They are there.
Counts.
For you to experience.
If you guys couldn't figure it out by this point, today, today, I don't know what today is, because today that you're hearing this is almost a week after we're recording this, but we're actually recording this so that it feels authentic on April 16th, 2017, which is exactly 1 year since the release date of the first episode, which doesn't make sense because we recorded the first episode of Grease and Oil in like mid-February.
Yeah, we really
So
did.
to make it truly authentic, we should have recorded back in mid-February.
Yeah.
But I only realized that our anniversary was coming up.
What was
like
that?
a week ago-ish, like a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago. So it's not going to work, man.
Oh well,
Sorry.
Whatever. It's all good.
But I'm actually recording on something that's not my phone, because I haven't done that since our Civil War episode back in May.
Yikes.
Captain America Civil War.
Yikes.
Every episode I've recorded since then has been on the Skype app, which in return makes my audio sound terrible. This time I'm recording in a small room, which is soundproof, and I actually have a computer and a microphone and a pop filter, and I'm using Skype on my computer now, so it sounds a lot better because I couldn't do it before on my old computer, which is still full of shit that I have to edit and upload this summer.
Congratulations, you're putting a tiny bit of effort in.
Yeah, just a little bit. New videos coming this summer.
About 12% effort.
I swear to God. All right, we've left the station.
Time to bring back a bunch of old memes for the 1-year anniversary.
I'd see those are the two we always talk about, though. What else is there?
We got Blood Farts. We got Ryan 12.
Dude, I didn't know that he was like talented, but I was looking on
He's
SoundCloud
not.
the other
That's
day.
why you didn't know that.
No. I swear to God. Listen. I was on SoundCloud listening to stuff, and I was listening to like Tug's music, like Tug's recreations and stuff, and something. I think he made up that word Rindale, right?
What?
He made the guy Matt something or other.
Okay, we're talking about different people. You're talking about Rindale Railway. I'm talking about Ryantron 12.
Wait, what did you say?
I said Ryantron 12.
You did?
Yes.
I heard it as Rindale. What the
Oh.
fuck? Did you really say Ryantron?
I really said Ryantron.
I heard it as Rindale.
Well, I mean, a little
Oh.
Freudian slip there. Hashtag interesting.
Okay, Ryantron doesn't make good content. He's just a weird little Asian kid. But Rindale Railway, who hasn't done anything in a very long time, I was listening to stuff on SoundCloud, and he made this really cool, like, smooth jazz version of the Tugs theme. It was like, it was like slow, really soft piano. It was like, hey, what the fuck? This is good, and this isn't just the splodge theme really loud.
Yeah. I remember that. I tried to watch that video and I just couldn't. I couldn't hear a damn thing. Just like that one episode of the podcast.
Crane, the crane, with Bulgy glued to his head, the crane, was chugging along when suddenly he ran into Dennis, and Dennis said nothing because he hasn't had vocal cords since.
Tales from the Rindale Railway coming.
Tales from the crypt of the railway.
Tales from the Ellen's Energy Adventure ride at Disneyland. Did you hear? Okay, so speaking of rides, you were just at Disneyland, weren't you?
I was just at Disneyland on Tuesday, and I went to California Adventure on
Did
Thursday.
you? Okay, so did you get to see the new Guardians of the Galaxy ride there that they're building?
I did. It is not complete, but it is pretty fucking close, and it looks really, really cool.
There was two ways that you could go there. That your tone of voice made me think that you were either going to say really cool or really, really bad.
It's the ride could suck.
Yeah,
but
it looks cool.
The exterior is so, because the Tower of Terror is the ride that replaced it, and I've been on the Tower of Terror in my life 2 times. Once when I was 3, and
Yeah.
my mom was a fucking idiot, and she didn't know what was going on, and she put me on the ride when I was 3, and I had nightmares for years. Then when we came back in 2008, I tried it again, and it was even worse because I was like awake during it. I think I might have been like half asleep, and then I woke up while it was falling or something.
Yeah, that'll wake you up.
Something like that. The second time in 2008 when I was there, I was freaked out beyond belief.
Because they show you
I've
that
never
scary
gone on
ass
it
video
since.
beforehand too.
And now I will never have the opportunity to reclaim my birthright and my manhood on the Twilight Zone Tower of Terror ride, because it no longer exists, and it is now a Guardians of the Galaxy ride, which actually it looks really cool, but it just looks like the Hollywood Tower of Terror covered in some space goop.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like it looks like what I did for when I had to work with Warner Brothers and DC, the Thomas Creator Collective, when we did that dumbass Batman minis video.
A little name
and
drop.
For the Batcave, I just took all the walls of the Batcave. I just took all of these Lego bases where you put stuff on. I took these Lego bases, flipped them upside down, and glued a bunch of model railway kit stuff that before you take it off and build something, it's all just in this kind of these plastic bars. I just glued all this random shit. That's what it looks like, and it looks the Guardians of the Galaxy ride looks really cool, but it just looks like, hey, if the Tower of Terror wasn't here before, there's no reason that this ride would be 7 stories tall.
Right.
It's the tallest thing in the world, and it's just Disney. It wants to be so much, and it wants to own everything, but it doesn't. See, it's the Star Wars and Marvel and Indiana Jones. They just don't work with the aesthetic of Disneyland, which is this 1950s fantasy Americana dystopian whatever. Okay, we went to Disneyland Tuesday, right? And we spend the first hour and a half. The first thing we go to is Space Mountain. But
I love Space Mountain.
Is no longer Space Mountain. Now,
wait, really?
It's not Space Mountain anymore. It's Hyperspace Mountain.
Oh, okay.
And it's all about you're in a TIE fighter or whatever.
Oh, so it's Star Wars now.
You're in an X-Wing and you're fighting off TIE fighters. And it's really cool, but, we're walking around Tomorrowland, and other than the Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters ride, which is really dumb.
Emphasis on
because
ass.
the Toy Story Mania ride is way better.
That's facts.
Other than the Buzz Lightyear ride, pretty much everything in there is just Star Wars, and you're going from Star Wars ride to Star Wars 3D show to Star Wars this, and we were in there for an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours, and we walk out of Tomorrowland, and we're suddenly in the middle of Disneyland main town square, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm in Disneyland. I forgot about that because it doesn't fit.
You thought you were in Star Wars land.
World,
yeah.
And it's all Star Wars merchandise and Star Wars rides and people dressed up as, Chewbacca and whatever. And you don't think Disneyland, you don't think Sleeping Beauty or princesses or cartoons or, fucking Mickey Mouse Clubhouse or anything. There's nothing Disney about it. And you walk out and it's like, oh yeah, wait, there's the Matterhorn and the other Disney stuff. I forgot about that.
Yeah, right.
It's such it's like a culture shock thing. It's really weird. They're exploiting every aspect of it. And you're walking around in the Star Wars store, and there's 2 or 3 of them around that area in Tomorrowland. And you're walking around, and there's an entire wall, right? There's an entire wall of mouse droid remote control toys. And by mouse droids, I mean those little gray boxes that roll around on the Death Star floor.
Yeah.
In the hallway, just beep beep, just walking around. There's an entire wall, 12 foot by 15 foot of just boxes and boxes of mouse droid remote control toy with a Disney Parks logo on it.
That's so weird.
And it's out of all the you don't have you couldn't put Princess Leia into like a little Princess Leia gown with all the other Disney princess stuff to make the integration feel better. Because if you want to make it feel like Disneyland, you got to mix everything together. You got to have merchandise with Mickey Mouse and Indiana Jones and fucking Lightning McQueen or something. You have to make them all feel together. But when you put them in these separate worlds, it doesn't work because they all juxtapose each other. They don't mesh together well. And you go to California Adventure, and there's all this Spider-Man stuff, and it's what the fuck? And you're looking at all these Christmas decorations, and oh, there's Mickey with the Santa hat, and oh, there's Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow. There's nothing Christmassy about this. This is just a really weird action figure with a noose around her neck that you put on a Christmas tree.
That's kind of messed up.
It doesn't work. It's very strange.
All right, well, that's enough of you talking. Time to move on to me.
Yeah, your turn, Matt. You talk. So that's what I did over spring break, which technically I'm still on because I don't go to school till tomorrow, Monday.
Nice. I mean, 4 days ago, Monday.
I mean, yeah, that's how that works.
You also met up with Isaiah, right?
I did meet up with Isaiah.
Again.
I gotta say, it was really cool.
He also met up with Rob, guys. Spoiler alert.
I also met up with Rob. Actually, I did meet up with Rob. I did not meet up.
Spoiler alert, he met up with Rob. Expect the video coming out in
I met up with Rob
4 to 5 business days.
No, 2 summers ago. We filmed a bunch of videos at a lake, and then we put them all together.
Oh, right, of course.
Yeah, we really did. He had a sensei outfit, everything. It was really cool, gotta say. It was
kept
really
getting
fun.
weird looks from people.
You know, I've done that before. There's got a lot of like for that video.
Got weird looks
No, like
from
for
people?
that video I had the crossover with Rob, and I'm the whole joke is I'm walking from California to Toronto.
So you've done that before. You've walked from California to Toronto before.
I've never done that before, still to this day, because that's fucking impossible.
It's a fun activity. Try it sometime.
Matt has. He lost 15 pounds. It was crazy.
Yeah. That's how I met up with Eric.
Skype profile picture now. It's the thinner new you. It's great. Good work. No, but like we were shooting the scene in New York when I'm walking through New York City on my way to Canada, and it was just so cool because it was the first time I'd ever done anything like. I had it was on a school trip, right? But I brought all my camera stuff with me. So we're walking around, and I got a camera guy, and I got a boom mic guy. We ended up not using any of the audio, so it didn't really make sense. But it was funny because I brought a boom mic with me and everything, and we're on a school trip, and the teacher's like, Vinnie, what the fuck? What are you doing? And I was like, shh, just go. And we're walking around New York, and there's all these people. We're like, it's like the school trip, and there's like 20 kids around me, and it's all these kids from my school, and we're walking around, and you can still see them in the video. They got these white backpacks on, and this group of people, this whole group of kids, and then one dude in the back wearing a weird broken fedora, and then one guy with a boom mic that's following him around, and the other camera guy, and it just doesn't fit at all. But it was really weird. We got a lot of really odd looks from. Wait, you make YouTube videos? Yeah, so shut the fuck up.
Wait, he was just walking around carrying a boom mic? Like with the stand and everything?
New York City.
That's so funny.
It was so fun. I don't know why. I thought I might end up using the audio or something. Because I was like, wouldn't it be funny? Because I had 2 friends with me that helped. Well, they used to help me shoot stuff. Now I have different people that help me shoot different things.
Right.
But like, I used to shoot a lot of stuff with them. And they both went on the New York trip. And so it was just really funny. I was like, okay, can you hold the camera and just walk? Why are we filming this? Just it'll come into play later. Just film it, please. It was so fucking funny. And then we're on the boat. We're on the boat on the way to the Statue of Liberty Island, which makes no sense because that is an island.
Yeah.
And that is like it's technically like north, and Toronto is technically north, but like. There's no reason to go to the Statue of Liberty Island, or I don't know what it's called. Probably just Liberty Island. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it's literally Liberty Island.
There you go. But it's just it makes no sense. But it was just a cool thing to shoot, and it's like, hey, this isn't green screen. This is me actually at the Statue of Liberty with sound people and whatever.
All of this also has nothing to do with the podcast at all.
No, I'm just you asked me what we're going to talk about.
We're just filling time.
So what did you do this week, Matthew?
Absolutely nothing.
I mean, you didn't have spring break, did you?
I did not. I had spring break the first week of the month for some reason.
Yeah, most people like Turtles and people have it in like March, like late March.
Yeah,
or something. I always seem to be the last guy, although except for Isaiah, Tugster Intensifies. He has it like next week or so. I forget what he said, but
is that who he is? Is he Tugster? Tugster Identifies? Yeah, that's his name.
the Tugster.
I sexually identify as a Tugster.
Yeah, no, that's Isaiah. Who did you think Isaiah was?
I don't know. I thought he was just some random Twitter guy because I've only seen him on Twitter. I haven't seen any of his
No,
videos.
he's the Tugster Intensifier. He's the freaking wizard composer man. He does stuff. He does his own stuff. He's the sweet vibes guy.
Well, now I know, and knowing is half the battle.
That he's the Tugster Intensifier. He does stuff for the TCC. Does his own stuff. He's like a freaking wizard. So go subscribe. Go subscribe to the Tugster Intensifiers. I went and got the SoundCloud. I got the SoundCloud app literally just to listen to his shit because it's that good. And that's not because because I fucking hate him because he's not my friend. He is my friend, and I listen to it, and it's really good.
I'm editing out all this promo, by the way. He's not getting any of this promo.
Oh.
Will I actually edit it out like I did last episode?
Find out if you're not listening to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
So, well, I mean, it's been 16 minutes almost. And
I say we go at least to like 40 minutes.
It's been 16 minutes. And you know what we haven't done yet?
I have apparently, according to Matt, I have too much to talk about.
You know what we haven't done yet?
We have not dressed up in Easter bunny costumes because today is Easter.
I mean, speak for yourself. I'm sitting right next to you in the studio here, so you should see me in my costume. I'm a little offended that you didn't comment on it yet.
Little wall. You made the dumb Trumpy-esque joke and build a wall and blah blah so that you could make that a surprise. Is that what you were hiding?
Psh, no.
You're wearing the bunny costume, right? You fucking. What are you doing? Get the bunny costume off.
Hey, you don't like my bunny costume?
Oh, I see what's going on here.
Yeah, I just wanted you to like me.
Is this how you come out to us as a furry?
Psh. Anyways, it's time to do tweet time, guys. Everybody, it's time to do tweet time.
Tweet time!
You dodged a bullet there. Let's see. Our first tweet comes from our boy Junction Malfunction.
The right way in a long time, so I did it right.
You just blew out your microphone there. We're gonna go back to being on your phone because you just destroyed your microphone screaming that. Our first tweet comes from Junction Malfunction. Really? No, I'm joking.
Oh, hey, shit, I was really worried there.
Comes from Junction Malfunction. He says, #GAOP, this Playrail Daisy provides too much media like this overused meme, and it's a picture of a Playrail milk tanker. Good. I'm glad this terrible pun's a meme.
You haven't called him yet.
That's right. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, that ties in.
So every episode from now on, we're going to call Milk Tanker Media on the phone.
Our next tweet from Rick Top Hat actually says, can we please make calling Milk Tanker Media on his phone a weekly thing? Very well.
Very well.
Your wishes are a command. Let's see. Siri.
I fucking guarantee. I would laugh my ass off.
He's literally going to be in the middle of Easter supper. He's going to be like, Matt, why are you calling me?
If his name was actually Matt, I would laugh so. In the same way that I bet Turtles' name is Matt.
He's going to be like, why'd you call me? I'm in the middle of Easter dinner right now.
I'm in the middle of laying eggs. Your call has been
I always get so scared when it goes to voicemail.
Media.
Yeah, it's not available. All right. Let's see. Rick also tweets, decided to write down all the interesting things said in the last episode, and it's just that picture from SpongeBob where he holds up a piece of paper with just "the" on it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's true. No, that episode, the Great Discovery episode, did birth a fantastic meme. You remember that? You know which one I'm talking about?
Thomas fell over?
No, you idiot. The jet engine one.
Oh, yeah, the jet engine one!
That shit was so great.
That's, I'm trying to, okay, now I'm looking at the hashtag, alright, so I'm getting a visual here. Yeah, that's, I made not actually inspired by that at all. I made a meme about that very same SpongeBob clip. I have not seen any of these memes yet.
I remember that, yes. What was the name of the guy that tweeted that at us? Wasn't it like Bros plus Tom or something like that?
Tom before hose?
Yeah, it was like Bros plus Tom or something like that. Okay, I found it. Yeah, okay, so he...
This sounds very sarcastic.
No, I'm serious. This is the dude that made that video.
What are you talking about?
The one with the jet engine video.
Oh, the one that got like a billion retweets.
Yeah, it's so good. So literally, we asked.
Filled up my note. It's absolutely filled up my notifications for the past like 2 weeks.
47 retweets, 96 likes. That's absurd.
That's pretty. That's almost as good as anything Geek Ray tweets.
It's a great video, and he literally made it within like 2 minutes of the podcast going up.
Next tweet comes from Dan17 tweets, and it says, "Mr. MPS, bring Thomas Battles to GAOP. He would be very happy." I forget what the fuck is Thomas Battles.
It was my show back when we had Thomas Woodrow at Community Radio.
And what were the battles?
It was like a debate show. I don't think I'm gonna bring it onto the podcast, so you don't have to worry about that.
We should bring it back. Wait, let me guess. Was Ted in like almost every episode?
Ted was in 3 episodes.
So he was in like almost every episode.
No, there were like 12 episodes. So he was in.
He was in like almost every.
No.
Was there anyone other than you that appeared more than Ted?
Eric.
Really?
Yes.
That doesn't surprise me. He knows a lot about the A475 Pacific A6 asexual train.
That's true. I also pitched a Diesel...
Nigel Bresley.
On the podcast, I also pitched a Diesel 10 movie starring The Rock as the voice of Diesel 10.
I do remember that, yeah. That's just kind of been your thing that you've been saying for like 3 fucking
The Rock.
years.
The Rock is so good.
Yeah, he's... It's really jarring to see him in his normal roles again because he did Moana, which is a bright, happy Disney cartoon. And then the very next role he does is some really shitty action movie where he's like throwing a stick of dynamite into a building. He's like, "Yo, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker."
Excuse me, don't you dare talk about the Fate of the Furious like that.
No, it was something else. It wasn't that.
The Rock.
It was like Ocean's 11 or something. I don't know.
Ocean's 11. Don't talk shit about Ocean's 11 either. Let's see. I'm gonna look up The Rock's filmography.
Weird action movie. It wasn't Fast. It wasn't The Fate of the Furious. I know that. It was not that.
He did Baywatch, but that's not out yet.
It was like, it was kind of like the Return of Xander Cage type.
Triple X, The Return. That was Vin Diesel.
I'm not talking about that movie. I said it was like that.
Oh.
It was some dumb action movie that nobody cared about.
Ouch. That's rude, dude.
What, did you enjoy Triple X, The Return of Xander Cage?
No, definitely not.
So there you go.
I'm just saying, you're being a rude boy.
Comes from,
I'm trying to find which one it is.
Junction Malfunction. Turtles is the chosen one to sexually harass...
No, dude, his next movie after Moana was The Fate of the Furious.
What's the one after that, then?
The Baywatch.
Baywatch! There you go. That's the one I'm talking about.
Did you not see the original Baywatch TV show? Hey man, all I know is Alexandra Daddario and Charlotte McKinney are in Baywatch, and ooh.
Were they hot or something?
They're some attractive ladies.
Alright, well, you enjoy that.
I will.
While Turtles is the chosen one to sexually harass Diesel Fan 8 because of, these dumb person below.
Hold on, can we take a second to appreciate that this person is tweeting this from an iPod Touch?
Is he really?
If you look up in the top left-hand corner, this person's freaking tweeting this from an iPod Touch.
We found the endangered species. The one guy on the planet who still has an iPod Touch.
I just appreciate that he has an iPod Touch.
We have to preserve and conserve him. We need to bottle him up. We got a little lightning in a bottle, a little jar of hearts, and just sort of put him somewhere forever and never let him out. So basically, much like Diesel Fan 8, he never leaves.
Our next tweet comes from @DTP Tweets, and he says, "I'll keep asking until RyanTron12 is on the podcast." Do you hear that, Vinny? RyanTron12, not Ryan Tron12.
Ryandale 13.
Ryandale Railway.
Right. Next tweet comes from Trainboy37. GAOP
35.
Moops and Vinnie versus Diesel Fuckface. With MPS voiced by The Rock, Vinnie Diesel Fuck voiced by Miley Cyrus, really.
I think Miley Cyrus would do a better job voicing Eric.
Miley would give an honest portrayal of the struggle that we go through in our middle class white neighborhoods.
No, but she'd do a good job voicing Eric, I think.
She would do a fantastic job voicing both Eric and enterprising. And by enterprising, I just mean his Shane Dooney voice.
Can somebody please meme Eric's face onto Miley Cyrus's body from the Wrecking Ball music video?
Somebody make a little... I'm sure... I've never seen the Hannah Montana movie, but I'm sure there's more than just one person on the movie poster. So can you make make Eric the center of one, and then make sure you put Shane Dooney, the Coldy Fell engine, on one of the other faces. And other than that, do whatever the fuck you want, but I want to see those two elements. Thank you.
Our next tweet comes from @SAA Railroad_N. He says, "This is really starting to bother me, and it is probably a dumb question, but what does GAOP mean?" Well, you're right, it is a dumb question.
Bust my buffers. Let us know what your favorite episode is after you take the sacred GAOP
oath of blood farting and leaving the station. Our next tweet comes from @OhDearDuck, and we are gonna skip that one.
I'm not really gonna address this.
We are gonna skip this one.
We're gonna skip this one.
That's in very
I don't
poor taste.
appreciate it. Because okay, I'm not going to address it, but I'm pretty sure the most memed event of disasters and terror attacks is pretty obvious, and the fact that they think that the said 911 is an accident, it's just not credible, you know? It really doesn't work. If they knew what they were talking about and they made a meme, it still would be offensive, but it wouldn't, be quite as dumb, because at least they know that it wouldn't be an accident, because it says accidents happen. That's not how terror attacks work. Most terror attacks are not accidents, otherwise they would not be said terror attacks. You can't enforce terror on someone accidentally. That's how that works.
It's like you walk up to someone and shoot them in the face. Whoops, my bad.
I mean, I guess, all those people that saw Magic Railroad in the theaters and were scared because the engine's eyes were the only things that
is accidental terror.
That could be an accidental terror attack.
Our next tweet comes from Rick, and it's the same meme of the jet engine thing, except it's Syndrome getting sucked into the jet engine, not Stratogale. He says, "You gave me a week to do it. Now I demand a shout-out, retweet, and 10% off at Audible." And guys...
he got a shout-out. He did get one... He literally got one retweet.
That's kind of tragic.
And he did, in fact... I did send him the promo code for 10% off on Audible.com, which you, as a GAOP fan, can go. If you go to Audible.com...
Yeah, Audible's sponsoring us again
you will get 99% off your first purchase, and every other... purchase that you make will be 120%. So you'll actually have to
get money back. They'll send you like $10.
Yeah, so basically they kind of cancel each other out.
So guys, go to audible.com/GAOP and use the code. What's the code, Vinny?
GAOP.
All right. I mean, I thought it was going to be something different.
Oh, no, the code. No, use the promo code 1 year to get 25% off.
So once again, we're sponsored by Audible this week. Thank you, Audible. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Audible, very much. I will, as soon as we're done, I'm going to suck the founder of Audible.com's dick. So
next week, I think we're going to have a different sponsor, though.
I hope, to commemorate today's big anniversary, I hope it tastes like birthday cake.
Next week, we're going to have a different sponsor, though.
Oh, yes, for sure.
All right, our next tweet comes from @OhDareDuck. He's the same guy who made the 9/11 meme.
Hey, I thought we weren't getting... Oh, you idiot.
Boy, you literally said it, though.
911, that's
excuse me. He says, "I will be the second in command of memes, no payment." I mean, considering how bad your meme was just now, not sure about that.
I don't think so, man. You gotta be nominated by us. That's kind of how that's how consent works. So I'm not gonna take this one, man. Sorry. You gotta show us your worth. You gotta study up. I recommend. There's a lot of good. Now we let the cat out of the bag. It's 9/11. Which I do not condone making 9/11 memes or jokes, because it's not super funny.
No, it's not.
But it's really not. But if you were to make a 9/11 meme, I would highly suggest watching at least one 9/11 documentary on YouTube, because there's a lot of really interesting ones, and you should be before you make fun of anything. At least
understand how terrible it was.
Whether it is a tragedy or a massacre or something. Before you make fun of it, you need to understand what it is and pay respects to those who suffered by it. And that's not even a joke. I think that's legit.
Or
you can make plenty of jokes about the Holocaust, as long as you know that it wasn't like, 20 people might have died. It was 6 million people. You got to understand.
Did you hear that, Sean Spicer?
You hear that?
Ooh, getting
relevant and hip comment.
Getting political up in here. Ooh.
Dude, I wish we could get Sean Spicer on the show.
Oh, we actually do have him next week, guys.
We could have a crazy amount of banter. If we can get Paul's vids, I feel like we can get Sean Spicer.
I don't like Twump.
Well, you don't. Next question.
Our next tweet comes from @SteamPoweredCyborg, and it's the danger sign, except it's changed to say danger. All that read this tweet shall be cursed with terrible memes for 13 weeks. It's a very abstract amount of time. 13 weeks.
I don't know where you're looking on the hashtag. I don't see this.
Boy, it's
Are you in?
It's near the top.
Are you in latest?
Yes, I'm in latest.
I'm not. I don't see this.
Boy, it's up. It's up near the top. It's underneath the picture of the two Sydneys, which is in our GAOP for some reason.
I don't see it.
Live, everybody.
All right. I see. Zack Attack Sir Handel tweeted at us: if Britt Allcroft actually made Thomas movies between the earlier seasons, the visuals. It's
literally the one that's right above that one.
And extreme. The one before the one above that is the Sydney one for me.
Are you serious? So you just don't have this?
I don't have this one you're talking about.
That's
I have the Zack Attack one, and I've got the Junction Malfunction one.
Did he
There's
delete
nothing
it?
between.
Maybe he did. Maybe he deleted it. I don't know. I'm not gonna go back through his timeline and find it.
What are you? Tell me what you're seeing.
Literally, I'll text you a screenshot of it. Oh God,
text me a screenshot while I reply to what's his face. Zack Attack asked if they made movies between the earlier seasons, the visuals would be an extremely critical topic in reviews. I do believe so. However, not nearly as much as the current specials, because people love to pick apart. Me included, obviously.
I just sent it to you.
People love to pick apart everything that is not the classic series, and they totally leave the classic series alone for some reason. I don't understand why, because Thomas has always been full of shit since the beginning. People always complain. I'm going to make some videos about this at some point, probably during the summer. But people always complain about, oh yeah, they're only in it for the money now. It's just the Great Race was only for the toys. Thomas... Ever since anyone has cared about Thomas, that being after 1984, no one gave a fuck with the Railway series. No one gave a fuck about Thomas until 1984. And starting with 1984, it's always been corporate. It's always been about the money and the toys and the business. It's not a new thing, and I don't know why people complain about that.
And that's our last tweet that we're going to read, because there's one more that's from
Hey guys, as you might have guessed by now, there's no GAOP ever again. Mr. Conductor Fan is in DisneyLand and is working on a new review. Back never. That is a tweet by Mr. MPS 2002 2 days ago. And it has one retweet. Let's see, retweeted Vinnie Smith. Yeah, I said it right. Vinnie Smith.
Who is that?
It's a weird Indian name. I can't pronounce Indians. Fucking, they suck. I hate Indians.
All right, which kind? The kind that make your computer, or the kind that we burned alive?
The kind that we didn't burn them alive.
Okay, excuse me. Sorry, we gave them malaria blankets.
We drowned them in a trail of tears. That's the complete opposite of burning someone alive. Speaking of burning people alive, Upside Now just tweeted, hope everyone has a very blessed Easter. So, thank you, Nathan.
Thank you, Upside Now. I appreciate it, dude. And Jack Calloway tweeted Boko Harambe.
Okay. Oh, I know what we could talk about.
We're just reading random tweets now on our timeline.
I know, Matt, I know what we could talk about for the rest of the podcast.
Yes.
So, I forget when it was. 2, maybe 3 days ago. Pretty big thing happened. The Last Jedi trailer.
Oh, it sure did.
Was released. I'm sure there will be another. I think this one's a teaser, and the next one will be a theatrical trailer. But we did get.
Why'd you just get so close to your microphone?
I'm like at least 7 inches away right now.
Okay. Anyways,
not that close to the microphone, but The Last Jedi, which is episode 8 of the Star Wars saga. We got a teaser trailer. We got a pretty good taste. And by pretty good taste,
we didn't. It was just a bunch of establishing shots and people talking.
That's what I'm saying, and that was kind of sarcastic. But we did get to... Matt, your thoughts on the trailer?
It was okay. I'm reserving judgment because I didn't think we got a good enough look at the movie. It was just a bunch of establishing shots and of people staring at the camera.
It's a really good idea to reserve judgment. I know that for a fact. But I didn't
Vinny
realize
actually got to see an early screening of The Last
I
Jedi
did,
while he was
that's
at
what I'm saying.
Disneyland.
What I was getting before Matthew so rudely interrupted me. What I was going to say is that I didn't until I saw the early release screening of the film. I didn't actually realize that it was not directed, starring, produced, and edited by J.J. Abrams. I thought that much like The Force Awakens, which had J.J. Abrams
James
playing
Josh
every role,
Abrams.
it was just J.J. Abrams on a green screen, duplicated many times. So I don't know why people freaked out about Carrie Fisher's death, because she hasn't been in anything since Return of the Jedi. It was just JJ in a motion capture suit, and then they digitally made it look like there were other actors.
Jimmy
in the movie.
Johns Abrams.
And that's what I'm really upset about, is because The Last Jedi it's not a JJ experience. It's really not. It's directed by some other guy.
J. Jonah Jameson Abrams.
J. Jonah Jameson. Also, I don't know how, but I got tagged in some weird deleted scene from Spider-Man 2 that has J. Jonah Jameson in the Spider-Man outfit.
Oh, that's not a deleted scene.
That's not?
That's in the movie. It's from the middle of the movie where he stops being Spider-Man and throws his outfit in the trash can, and then J. Jonah Jameson puts it on in his office. And
That's actually in the movie?
That's in the fucking movie.
I read that it was in the extended edition on the Blu-ray release.
God. No, I'm pretty sure I remember it from the movie. It might be Mandela Effect, but I remember it being from the movie.
I think you're going through some Mandela stuff. That's okay.
No, I swear to God. Okay, I'm gonna look this up.
Or in
We
the
need to
same
settle
way
this
that
debate right now.
Sinbad was definitely in a genie movie.
Okay, I don't know where that came from. I don't remember that. I do remember Berenstain Bears being Berenstain Bears, though.
That's complete bullshit. But The Last Jedi, I gotta say, it looks, me personally, it looks okay. I'm hoping for the best.
All right, so apparently it is a deleted scene. Wow, that's
I really
a total
liked
Mandela
Rogue
effect.
One, pretty much everything in Rogue One except for the characters, which is kind of a big part of it. They were very weak.
My favorite part of Rogue One was the Darth Vader scene.
Yeah, well, that wasn't... I mean, even...
You didn't like it? Boy.
Hey, Matt. I've been meaning to ask, why did we not do a Rogue One episode review recap?
Because I literally didn't see it until a couple days ago.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
I just read a bunch of plot spoilers on Reddit.
Why?
I don't know.
You never saw it in theaters?
Nope.
Never once?
Nope.
Why not?
Nope.
Why not?
You know what I did see in theaters? I saw 2 movies in theaters recently.
You know what I did see? I saw the Boss Baby on the big screen.
Lord, no. God.
Did you see Boss Baby?
No, God. Even though it had my dad, Alec Baldwin in it, still no.
I'm really considering it.
Don't. See Kong Skull Island instead.
Shit! I saw Skull Island like 2 days
ago. That movie. That movie was incredible.
Kong Skull Island is the shittiest, most stupid film I've ever seen, and I love it.
The movie's so iconic. I loved it. The freaking he's
so terribly written, terribly acted, terribly edited, and it's so entertaining.
My favorite part of the movie is when he grabs the girl out of the river and the skullcrawler bites his hand, so he just reaches down the skullcrawler's throat with the girl still in his hand and rips out its intestines.
It's so fun. It was very stock standard. Like, okay, I mean, it's like it's Vietnam. All right, it's a Vietnam movie. What are we gonna do? We're gonna play every song there's ever been in a Vietnam movie.
Right, exactly.
Ever. It was just like, okay, like you think of the Vietnam War, you think of 10 songs, 9 out of 10 songs were in Kong Skull Island. It was really, and then Samuel L. Jackson, he's looking through the flames and he sees Kong's face and he looks back. And it's so like, it feels like someone made a Kong anime, or no, not anime, a Kong manga, a Japanese comic book, and some dude in Hollywood saw it and said, I'm going to make a remake of this, and he literally used the manga as storyboards, and so it was a shot-for-shot recreation of a manga.
Speaking of Japanese films, did you stay after the credits?
I did not.
Okay, well, there's a scene after the credits teasing Kong versus Godzilla.
I had to look that up because I was really confused, the continuity, because I thought it was a prequel, and I was like, wait.
It is a prequel.
To what?
Kong Skull Island takes place in 1970s, and Godzilla, the 2014 movie, takes place in 2014.
I'm talking about 2 other Kong movies.
Oh, no, this is a totally separate universe.
I learned that after I saw the movie. I was sitting in the theaters during the credits. I was like, what the fuck is this? And I looked it up on Wikipedia. It's a whole expanded universe of Universal monster.
It's the Monsterverse. Because, everything's got to be Marvel now.
Everything has to have, including your reviews, everything has to have a cinematic universe.
Everything's got to be connected.
Can't we just have independent, just separate?
No,
not
because then the studios can't make money. You know what else I saw recently that I really dug?
Make money. Star Wars made so much money without it being part of a franchise.
Except for the fact that there's 7 connected Star Wars movies.
I'm talking about Star Wars 1977.
Oh, okay.
The first film made so much money based off of the fact that it was an original film.
Okay, speaking of original films and movies that I saw recently that I really dug, I watched Get Out. That movie's amazing.
Get Out. Oh, Get Out. Oh, I really want to see that. I have not seen Get Out yet.
Super, super good.
Is it?
It's so good.
That's awesome. Okay, I wanted to see it, and my mom did not want to see it.
It's incredible.
And so we saw Logan instead.
How was that?
You haven't seen Logan?
I have not, and I have no plans to.
Logan is the final good the final good X-Men movie, of which there have only been like 3 ever.
I only like 2 X-Men movies: First Class and Days of Future Past.
It's got the same tone as Deadpool if Deadpool was not funny. And
so then it's nothing like Deadpool.
Exactly.
What?
Except for the fact that Deadpool is at the beginning.
Oh yeah, he is, right? Because
Deadpool is at the very beginning of a short. It's in a short, a little short film.
Superman costume change.
Yes, and he shoves his ass on the glass.
And then Uncle Ben dies.
He does, yeah.
What if that was actually?
I would highly recommend seeing Kong Skull Island, seeing Rogue One, and seeing Logan, all of which are very entertaining.
All at the same time.
All watching them on the same time. With the same pair of earbuds blasted at the top level, much like how you listen to all 3 episodes of
the Grease and Oil podcast.
The Grease and Oil podcast, so that when I scream "tweet time," it happens all 3 times.
Good. Yeah, I have no intention to see Logan.
Why?
Because it just looks like everything sucks. None of us have our powers. Professor X is he got autism. He has psychic attacks. All the other X-Men are dead. I want to kill myself.
What are you talking about?
Everything's terrible. This world sucks. I can't use my powers anymore.
Everyone still has powers.
God.
What are you talking about? The film opens with him using his powers.
Yeah, but he doesn't have his healing powers anymore. And he doesn't have the adamantium claws.
You can't make this argument if you haven't seen the movie. He still does. What are you talking about?
He doesn't have his healing powers.
Yes, he has his healing
powers. Then how
powers.
does he... Spoiler alert. How does he die at the end of the movie?
The lack of, the magic serum.
Of his healing powers, exactly.
But he has them throughout the rest of the movie. He gets cut up and shit a ton.
Yeah, but he has bullet holes and, like, knife wounds and stuff like that.
He has bullet holes and he squeezes the bullets out. That's him healing.
He's super tough, but that doesn't mean he has heal. Okay, we're gonna.
You realize no actual human can actually squeeze bullets out of their chest?
We are gonna settle this right now. Does Logan have healing powers?
Humans can't squeeze bullets out of their chest without magic powers.
Does Logan? Let's see. Okay, we're gonna.
He still has his claws throughout the entire movie, dude.
We're gonna settle this right now. He doesn't have the adamantium claws, though.
Claws throughout the entire film.
Let's see. Okay.
Such an asshole. Oh my God.
With age, he's getting older and ailing. His healing factor no longer produces baby soft skin.
But he still heals.
Okay. I'll just take your word for it. I haven't watched the movie, so I'll just take your word for it. Vinnie.
If you get shot in the chest, you can't just go and like poop out the bullet.
I mean, according to any like action movie ever, yes, I can.
There's a close-up shot of him pooping out bullets. That's not how human anatomy works unless you are a superhero, someone who has superpowers, much like Logan in the film called Logan,
done with this
which
argument.
Matt hasn't seen, so he can't argue anything about it.
I don't care any movie. I don't care anymore. I like to come out of movies being happy, not wanting to slit my wrists, and Logan looks exactly like I'd want to come out of it and slit my wrists and die.
Rogue One. Didn't you want to slit your wrist afterwards?
No, I wanted to cheer and go watch more Star Wars because freaking the Darth Vader scene was amazing.
Well, everyone died, so...
No.
Yeah?
Darth Vader didn't die. Carrie Fisher didn't die. Oh.
He died in 1983. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but not in Rogue... Boy, don't give me that sass. Don't give me that back
sass.
I'm
full of sass. I will give you sass till the day I die.
I'll stab your parents.
Too late. I already Terminator 2'd them with the whole milk carton and everything. And if you've never seen Terminator 2, Matt, that's fucked up.
I've seen Terminator 2.
Well, I already pulled the foster parents thing.
I see. When I want to die like I want to die like Schwarzenegger in that movie, sinking into a pit of molten lava with the thumbs up. Except I want to be sinking into a pit of Baja Blast.
Have you ever seen
thumbs up? All the sugar just dissolving my body.
Because that's what would happen.
Yeah.
Have you ever actually seen the most recent Terminator film?
Terminator Genesis.
Yeah, have you seen it?
I did. I saw it on a plane. I fell asleep halfway through the movie, and I woke up and I was like, God damn it, why is this movie still playing?
I did not see it.
I thought it was pretty terrible from what I saw.
I heard it was pretty terrible. Yeah.
Lego Lover 117 loves that movie.
Does he really?
Although he also likes Man of Steel more than the original Superman movie, so we can tell that his opinions on movies are pretty bad. So
I liked Man of Steel, but I realized that it's a terrible, awful, fucking bad movie.
You can like movies and still realize they're terrible. I like Kong Skull Island and Jurassic World and realize that they're terrible.
I love Batman vs. Superman. I love Magic Railroad. They are both awful, terribly crafted, terribly acted films. Doesn't mean that I can't love them.
Same with Jurassic World or Kong.
Jurassic World. Oh yes, same thing. Yeah, Jurassic. I was about to defend Jurassic World, and then I remembered you said World and not Park.
Yeah,
and that's okay. Yeah, you're absolutely
Jurassic
right.
Park 1 is definitely the best
Jurassic Park 1 is nothing compared to Jurassic Park 3, where they are constantly attacked by pterodactyls in the sky.
That movie's
and they're
dog
screaming
shit.
about a lost kid. He's got like a
the T-Rex goes out like a bitch in the first like 10 minutes of that movie. That movie's trash just for that reason.
I still find it so fascinating that Jurassic Park 2 is...
That movie also sucks.
Steven Spielberg.
Well, I mean, Spielberg directed that movie, like, over the phone, basically, because he was off...
Yeah, I don't understand how he did that. It's like, dude, you're Steven Spielberg. How did you make this movie? It's so obviously a dumb, direct-to-video type sequel where nothing happens, and it's like, oh, we have, 3 of the returning cast members, none of which are the main characters, and there's dinosaurs, so therefore it's Jurassic Park. Even though there's no park, and it's not Jurassic.
Dinosaurs. Oh, Jeff Goldblum's the lead in that movie also. Speaking of Jeff Goldblum...
Jeff Goldblum stars in Jurassic Park 2.
Speaking of Jeff Goldblum, did you see...
no reason that he should star in Jurassic Park 2, nor any movie ever.
Did you see the trailer for Thor Ragnarok?
I did, and Hulk looks fucking awful.
You really think so?
He just looks like a big CGI spitball.
He looks like, in my opinion, he looks a lot like Mark Ruffalo.
No, he does, but it's like, it doesn't... He's like, oh, this is a friend from work, blah, blah, blah. It's funny, it's well acted, but you look at Thor and all I see is that really, really awful Skyrim movie or whatever. Gods of War, whatever the fuck it was.
You just named 2 completely different things.
No, what was that movie that came out, like, August?
Warcraft?
Yes, Warcraft, that's what it was. World of Warcraft, and we had this big, dumb CGI ogre things. That's how I saw Hulk in this movie. In the trailer. I haven't seen the movie yet.
Also, I liked Jeff Goldblum as the Grandmaster.
Did you ever see Independence Day 2?
No way.
My dad wanted to see it so badly.
That's
I was like, okay, you have fun.
Yeah, dude. Kate Blanchett as Hela, she looks really good.
As who?
As the villainess, Hela, whatever her name is.
Hela. That's her name.
This trailer is hella. No, Kate Blanchett as the villain in the Thor Ragnarok trailer, the woman, she looks like.
I did not realize that was Kate Blanchett.
I know. Kate Blanchett's almost 50, and she still looks really good in that trailer.
What do you mean? Oh, okay.
No, I'm serious. Kate Blanchett's almost 50.
Really good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Gee, that sounds like you just burped a little bit in the microphone. Wonderful. Guys, thanks for joining us on this 1 year.
Thank you for listening.
This 1 year excursion.
For all none of you that have listened for every episode over the years.
Thanks for the 1,000 of you who listened to the first episode, and then the 800 of you that dropped off after the first episode.
Yeah, it's about... The only reason that first episode was even watched that much is because it was linked by both you and I.
Although the Paul's Vids one does also have a lot of views.
No, look. If you and I, every time we uploaded a video, provided a link to the most recent Grease and Oil podcast episodes, we would get a lot more views.
Also, we made a video exclusively about that episode.
I spent almost 2 months working on that video.
Yikes.
I spent a really long time filming and editing that video. There was a lot of work.
And I was there for 1 day.
You were there for 1 day, and most of your appearances were filmed by a body double.
Yeah, literally.
Just the reason that you wore my big winter coat was because I didn't want you to take the coat that I would have to shoot with later. Mm-hmm. And so, like, when you run into me at the park or whatever in my school, that's in someone else. Most of the time where I'm like patting you on the shoulder or something, that's someone else.
Also, your camera
pretty
kept
much
fucking up.
The only shots with you are just the close-ups.
Also, your camera kept fucking up.
My camera kept fucking up because we left it out in the rain for an hour.
We really did. That was a bad decision. That was a bad move.
Really dumb. And you need to re-record your audio thing for the. Also, you have a dick on your face because that audio sounds. That's what it sounds like.
That's what you sound like.
But also, let's thank you for listening to the Grease and Oil podcast. My name is Vinnie Smith. You can follow me on Twitter at Mr. Conductor Fan, and he's Mr. at Mr. whatever.
I'm Mr. at
Mr. at Mr. AT Walker 2002. Thank you for listening. Thank you.
Follow our fan page on Instagram.
I really hope that we will be able to get some more Journey Beyond Soto merchandise so that we can discuss it like we did with The Great Race. Like we did on the very first episode.
Guys, please use our Audible sponsor code, once again, GAOP, for 99
do that as well.
99%
off first purchase. Go to audible.com/GAOP and enter the promo code 1 year to get 25% off your first purchase. Thank you for listening. You're all homos.
Also, don't make 9/11 jokes.
Ever, please. It's really just insensitive.
Bye.